I just unhooked the Stump X here, and this is the first time I've really used the Stump X. That's not leaking from this, by the way. That was already there. So don't think my fittings are leaking, because they're not. This is really the first time I'd used my Stump X since they got the deer straightened out, because the first time I'd used that Stump X was late last summer when that deer was running terrible. It had low compression on the cylinder, so I wasn't getting the full hydraulic power like I needed, which we were impressed with it then. But more so this morning, I used it out here on a couple stumps, just trying to clean things up. And I hadn't used it in a while, wanted to play with it as well. We'll check out the stump up here first off. Sunday, what we're doing today, I want to move this 548 down to this new job site. That way we can get a jump on the week. That way tomorrow, we can just go down there, start cutting. It's good. I like moving stuff on Sundays. A lot of times it's less traffic. You can just kind of ease on down there, get where you're going, no big rush. So that's today's project. Shop door open. Jump in here. Fire up the Star car. Get this 548 started up. 648's over there. 333's over there. 440 over there. And in between there, we got the old Yale. There she is, sitting right there. Wish we got the lights off in the shop. We're not going to stay in here very long. Get up here, first thing I do, connect our battery back up. Ready to go. Star's still holding air good. She hadn't been running a few days. There we go. Now I've got both the pinwheels setting right here. I think we'll hook up to the Trail King. The 548 fits on that beaver pretty good, actually real good. But I'd just as soon take that Trail King today, get lined up and back up here. All right, ramps down, hooked up, ready to go. We're running here. It's 548 fired up. Now we recently did some work to the old 548 here. We had a hydraulic leak, just a little short line, causing big hydraulic leaking problems. You can see there where we've changed it. Of course, I've got some oil dry down there on the ground to keep everything halfway neat. There, better. We'll jump in here, get this thing going, get it loaded up, and then work on cleaning that mess up later today. Air going on this thing. Sit here and warm up just a second. Oh, come on. There we go. Perfect. We're up on here. We won't drop the pressure to the third axle yet. We'll go ahead and wait till we get strapped down. But as you can see, we're over, but I always try to load a little heavier to my right side where I'm not meeting people. I always tell people I'd rather take out a mailbox than I would somebody's mirror. So I don't go too far over, but a couple inches, just enough. And that sometimes that means a lot. All right, we're all chained down here, flagged up. The only thing I don't have my oversized load banner on the back. We've got to do some modifications to this trailer back here to find a good place to fasten that thing to. I actually broke one of my bungee straps trying to fasten the one on the back here, so that'll be a good afternoon project as well. We'll just take a drill and maybe punch some holes in these ramps. Just a good place to hang it. That's all we need. There's just not a good place on this trailer like there is the Eager Beaver to hang that banner. Other than that, we're in good shape. I've got the tag drop down here, the third axle. I shouldn't call it a tag. When we get on the blacktop here, we'll drop the tag on the truck. Kind of put a little weight back here on the back, or relieve some weight, I guess I should say. Kind of make it ride a little smoother. Other than that, away we go. A lot of hay getting mowed down in my part of the world. I don't know about where you guys live, but around here it's not making very much. Hay crop's really down because we're kind of in a drought. We haven't had a whole lot of rain right here in our area. North of us and south of us, they've got quite a bit, but right in here, I hear a lot of the old timers talk about this lake effect weather here at Stockton Lake, and I really don't doubt it. It seems like when these storms come out of Kansas right over into here, they just split us. They go to the north, south, but they don't really rain too much right around here. Go ahead, put that guy down. Get our beacons on to be official. See, we're a little overhang on that side. A little more on that side there. This 548, these 28Ls isn't too bad. We're wide, but it's not like we're super wide. It's a lot better hauling those 648s for sure. It's like we got a new Ford Bronco behind us. They can wait. We got unloaded out here, and I didn't take any video of that because I'm pulling the old Iron Mike Sharp and unloading right slap in the middle of the road because I didn't want to try to get the truck into this narrow drive here at Mount Vernon, Missouri. We could probably made this, but I didn't really know of a good place to turn around. I've only been here once, so it was just as easy to unload there. Minimal traffic, but some traffic. So we've got hazards and strobes on to kind of show caution, but we're unloaded. We'll kick the ramps up. All my binding and securing equipment is put away, and we're going to head towards home, get the wagon hooked up. Now, I already put the third axle back up on the trailer, but I went ahead and kicked my tag down there, turn those hazards off, take those beacons off. Still got the Jake on. We'll take that Jake off, supply some air to things. We're going to go down here and see if we can get turned around, but I do want to go back through town because I've seen some pretty cheap diesel fuel, or cheaper diesel fuel, should I say. I think it was only $3.49, which that's about a nickel cheaper than what we got in Stockton. We just did a quick turnaround here in the road, backed into a county road there, and we're back on our way. We'll kick these lights back off. But we haven't cut timber down here at Mount Vernon in probably 5 years, I'm guessing. I think the last time we cut timber down here, we cut a decent little job of walnut just north of town here, a couple miles. I've never done a whole lot of logging down through here. I don't think Dad has either. Just kind of, it's been hit and miss over the years. And anymore, we don't go out and actually hunt timber. Just wherever I get calls to go work, that's where we go to work and cut timber, right there. I don't go out and knock on doors or beat the bushes anymore. So I just, wherever somebody's wanting us to come look, that's where we go. But I find the layout of the land pretty interesting down here because it's a little higher elevation. I think we're right around 1,000 feet of elevation, right in there close. So we're a couple hundred feet above where Stockton is. In the last few years, I've been real nerd about elevation and kind of paying attention to where walnut timber grows. It seems like you get these limestone hills up these draws, creeks and hollers. It's like out through there, a lot of walnut. Pretty country down here. We'll go right by where we unloaded. There's a pretty good sized creek right down there that we'll be cutting on. Starting tomorrow. We got some bigger trees up here in the hills to cut as well. Hi, neighbor. Right by the old 548. There she be. of timber there. I think it's an 80 quarter by half. Drainage all running back to the north. The north slope's kind of what we like to see. See some of those walnut tops out in this timber here. Some pretty good sized trees out there. It'll fool you. Then on the neighbor here, they've got some humdingers out here.